Hey, it's Trevor from the JB Soaps. Welcome back to the shack. The sweatpants are on. I have some frickin' fabulous fragrance oil, and I'm making some frickin' fabulous soap. Stick around to the end of the video. The soap looks beautiful, and do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. Not here on the screen, Mom, down there below the video. Okay, all right, stick around. This one is gorgeous. Here we are, safety first as always, gloves and goggles, coffee in hand. Okay, so I found this frickin' fabulous. Look at that scent profile. And yeah, I wanted to do something bright and colorful in charcoal soap. And my partner France asked me to do a crazy hanger swirl, so that's what we're doing today. Our oils are around 97, 98 degrees. Okay, and here are the colors we're working with. Black and all these lovely colors. I didn't have enough sunflower oil in my shack when I was preparing this recipe yesterday, so here's the additional sunflower oil that I needed to add to the batch, and I'm just using that to mix up the colors. Now, these first three that you see me mix up are micas, and they go pretty quickly, but these other two, these are neon colorants, and you will notice that I really get in there and put those containers on their side to really make sure that there are no lumps anywhere. I want to say the really fun thing about soap making is the improvisation factor, but there's so many things fun about this. I just got the idea for this and then just kind of did it on a whim. And I can't wait for you guys to see how it looks. Okay, so our lye is a little bit below 90 degrees. That was very fast. And I got a lot of lye lint in here. Couldn't really tell you why. Still trying to figure that one out, but straining it out through a tea strainer as always. Now, my bucket for mixing soap is almost as full as it's ever been. So yeah, I'm having to use my stick blender for about the top 2/3 of the soap, and I'm really using that rubber spatula to bring the heavier lye water to the top. Lots of using the stick blender arm to pull the soap up as well. Now, once I've got the soap to basically just past emulsion to a light trace, I'm going to split off this portion here, which is going to be my black, and everything else is going to be the colors that I drop into it. Now, because I have the colors pre-mixed, I can very confidently just pour the soap into them, give them a quick mix, and then drop them into the black before anything starts to firm up. Okay, so I'm eyeballing all of my fragrance here because basically it's all going to be in all of the soap. So it's gonna smell great. So I got my activated charcoal here, and I see that there's some bubbles in my soap already. So I will just be mixing that by hand a little bit off camera, just to bring those bubbles to the top. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my lightest color, the yellow, and give that a good mix. I want the color to be mixed, but I also don't want the soap to be too thin because I want there to be distinction between the colors. Yeah, and you can clean off your stick blender between colors, but honestly, a little bit of one color and another's usually not going to make much difference. But I do try to follow the rainbow, as it were, in the order of colors that I go. Now, consistency is key with a lot of things in soap making, but particularly with a drop swirl. I want to make sure that everything is mixed and blended and I don't have a false trace, but I have to make sure that the soap that I'm pouring into these molds will be able to have other soap break through it. Okay, so I'm going to put about 30 or 40% of what the mold can hold in black in the bottom, and then you're going to see me drop the colors in. Now, you want to drop your colors from a height so that they break through. If you see all of your colors pooling on the top, that's where they're going to stay until you run the hanger swirl through. So I like to give each color an opportunity to be poured from different heights so that there can be some of each color in different areas of the soap. And this is a little bit like that improvisation I was talking about in soap making. I mean, you get an idea, you do the preparation, and then in the moment you kind of just, you go with it. Okay, so here's what we've done. We've poured all of our soaps in. I've got my trusty home melted hanger swirl tool. And what you're going to see me do is go across each of the soap loaves about 4 or 5 times in one direction, and then go back about 4 times in another direction. I don't have a ton of experience doing hanger swirls, so I can't say with any certainty if you do it this way, it'll look like this. So I'm doing a little bit of experimenting here myself. Now, I can say with a high degree of certainty that I'll be doing this method again because I am very, very happy with how this soap turned out. All right, so give all of your loaves a good tap on the counter because when you've poured all those soaps in, you've done the hanger swirl, you've introduced some air. So you want to make sure that those air bubbles are out and there's no air pockets in your soap. Give them a little wipe, spray them with your alcohol, and if you want, you can experiment with putting them in an oven to force through gel process. Here we are, it's the next day in the shack. Yes, lots of hand motions. The sodium lactate that I added to this made these come out of the mold very well. As you can see from the middle part of the bottom of the soap there, didn't go through full gel. So yeah, that happened. I'm going to cut off these little end pieces. Always sell them as travel packs. And here we go, the first reveal. That is gorgeous. Wow, look at those colors. That's amazing. Yep. Okay, let me show you guys a bunch of quick cuts. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. It's so eye-catching, and everyone is completely unique. All right, let's give you guys a little bit of a clown car of soaps. All right, very happy with the way these turned out. They are going to be available in about 6 weeks once they've had a chance to dry. But look at them. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you liked what you saw, do me a favor. Hit like, hit subscribe. Not there, Mom. Down there. All right, new video coming at you every Friday morning. See you in the Soap Shack.